Hi, I'm Blake, and welcome to my bog. It's springtime, so things are sprouting out left and right, good things and bad things. So I need to weed the whole yard, cut out any dead stuff, and trim some tree branches. Some trees and vines need some extra attention, so I'll have to come back to those another day. I will work around the apartment in a circle to try and make this as systematic as possible. I have a tendency to get distracted and wander off when I see another task that needs to be done, though, so I'll probably need to come back and do a fine tuned cleaning as well. Whenever I do a spring cleaning, I try and look at every seedling and plant I'm pulling out before I do it. A volunteer plant is a plant you keep in your garden that showed up on its own. I've acquired many plants by seeds volunteering in the yard. I've acquired vining milkweed, grapevines, Virginia creeper, eastern redbuds, and a lot of other plants as well by doing this. When I come across a seedling I don't recognize, I wait a bit to see what it will turn out to be before I go ahead and weed it. This process may seem tedious, but it's actually a lot of fun and a great way to sharpen your plant identification skills. Often plants look very different at different parts of their development, and even more often, plants look very similar when they are young. So you may be weeding out what you think is an invasive seedling, but it's actually that native orchid that you've been spying online for months. And let me explain what I mean when I say weed. When I say weed, I mean a non-native plant that outcompetes native plants. I see a lot of people spending time getting weeds out of their lawns that are actually native wildflowers. Most of the time, if you let the native plant take over, it will be less work than the imported plants which have been cultivated with constant care in mind. Some of the most common weeds I have to contend with are henbit, dandelions, and most of the usual temperate ones. But there are also a few highly invasive species that are going to take a little bit more care. I found some decent hackleberry branches that were unfortunately growing in a bad spot, and I don't really have a spot I can transplant a hackleberry tree to. So I took the opportunity to go ahead and process those and then put them away to dry for use in later projects. Just like you should take this opportunity to like, subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and I also have a Patreon available as well. You can join in the description down below if you want to help support this whole process of helping create a walkthrough educational garden for my community. It's kind of hard to see here with the long grass, but as I've been going hiking, I've been collecting stones and adding them to the garden to slowly build up our terraces. I have about one layer finished, but like I said, can't really tell. Once we get 2 or 3 layers going, then you'll really be able to see it even if that grass in the paths is going a little bit long. And I am leaving the grass longer because since it's on the hill, the lawnmower I have is going to slide down the hill, cut up that yard, and then also, as that happens, weather will cause it to get washed away, so that's really going to compromise the integrity of that retaining wall there, since I'm doing it bit by bit. So by leaving that path of grass in between, I'm using the plant architecture of the deep roots of grass to hold together that hill to keep it in place. And here we come to one of the banes of my existence, English ivy. But that will be a topic for another day. That's one of those highly invasive, outcompetes native plants that I was talking about that I truly consider a weed.